Hey everybody, welcome back to Castle Story and the map we are creating. So, if you look at this ramp, you can see it's much smoother now. I did a lot of playing with it and a bunch of other things, and it finally works. There was a lot of smoothing, and then I found something out that kind of works, and I'm going to be using that a lot in this episode. I also added more up here because we needed more room up there, and we still might need more room up there. I don't know how this is going to look. This is all just winging it as I go. Alright, so the grid. We can change the height of it, and that makes things a lot easier. This ground level here is like 127, 128. Up here is like 180. Hold on, I wrote it down. 181. And those numbers are important because I'm going to use the land tool here. And if I move the grid... Shut up, phone. If I move the grid, then I can just add land up here, and it makes my life a lot easier. It's a lot quicker than using the plateau tool. And it's also safer. That way, I don't accidentally put a hole in the middle of anything. I did that once. When I was smoothing out the ramp, I accidentally put a hole in the middle of it with the island tool. Yeah, it wasn't that great. I mean, I still might do it. And then I might... Now I run the risk of putting a giant pillar of land in the middle of the ramp. So look forward to me accidentally doing that. Alright, I'm giving myself more room over here so I can make the next ramp, and I'm going to try doing this in the way that I want to do it last episode. Although it's going to be slightly different now. I was going to use the plateau tool to do it, but now I'll just do it with the island tool, and it's kind of like the plateau tool, except it's a lot quicker. Okay, so this is what we do. We have island selected, grid, height, 2, that's way too high. 156, 16, let's go 160, see where that's at. And then here we go. Okay, I'm going to lift that up a little more to about here. And now, when I do the island, boom, it puts it up to that height, and then I can just smooth this out and see what happens. But I don't want to get too close, because then I think it's going to start, yeah, it's going to start getting rid of some of the island, which is why I also gave myself more room here. I still might need to give myself even more room. But I'll worry about that in a bit. Let's do the next one. This side's gonna look so much better than this side. That's okay. Doesn't really matter. Let's see here. Grid. And then we will lower that down to about... There's a good number. And I don't know if this is gonna work. Everything in my brain's telling me is gonna work better than what I did last time. So we'll just have to wait and see. Lower the grid again. It's just a lot of clicking, jumping back and forth, but I think it's going to be better overall. I have to start turning as well. It's going to be so not even. Like, if there was a copy and paste, you know how amazing that would be? Or a duplicate, or a mirror. That would be even better, so you can just mirror one half to the other. Even when it comes to doing, like, multiplayer maps, and you want to make it even on both sides, instead of just guessing, if there was a mirror... That would be amazing. Watch, it actually exists, and I just don't know about it. Okay, that's a good height there. Oh, no, I clicked out of the game. Tell me I just crashed my game. Tell me I just crashed my game. Yeah, my game crashed. Amazing. I went to click the terrain tool at the top, and I clicked out onto my other monitor, which breaks my game. But I am playing in full screen, so I don't know why that happens. I just have to be more careful next time. I also finished or I had to remake everything, and then I finished off the last of the plateaus. Now comes the smoothing part, and this is where things get weird. I like how much different it's going to look compared to this one, but oh well. No map is perfect. We just have to make it look good. That's the only way we can do this now. So we need the smooth tool. Let's go 50. That sounds like a good number. And then we want it to be a little bigger. There we go. Okay, it's an interesting start. What I should have done is up the grid back up to 181. And then added more island here. Oh, why is it doing that? Oh, because there's no island on the ground. Okay, I was going to say, ew, why is that happening where it's floating out? Hold on, I need to fix that because that would look disgusting. Lower the grid back down to 127. There we go. Island, so it is just a lot of jumping back and forth between menus, but I think it is going to produce the better looking map. At least I hope. Alright, back up to 180, and I do feel like I have more control over what's happening now. Remind me to save frequently as well, in case the game decides to crash or I mess up so badly that only a reload would fix it. Okay. Drain, smooth, and then I'm just going to turn the grid off so it's out of the way. Here we go. And what we could use is it looks a little weird here. We could use the plateau tool. Like, you see how this is just flat? If I use the plateau tool, I can make this mountain effect here so it looks less dumb and more realistic. Alright, so I'm just going to do this to these, and I feel like since it's a circle, we have these gross kind of bits on the edge here, but that's alright. I can fix that. Maybe fix that. Can try to fix that. Don't get your hopes up when it comes to fixing that. So I'm just kind of... Where'd my mouse go? There it is. It disappeared there. I'm just kind of smoothing this out now, and then I'm going to come down with a bigger smooth tool and see how that affects things. Bigger, more powerful one. Yeah, the edges are a little weird, but that's okay. I might be able to add more land there. We'll see what happens, but first thing I want to do is probably save. Save the game. I honestly don't trust anything anymore. Okay. And we're going to go smooth, size all the way, intensity all the way. Let's see what happens. Alright. It's not that bad. It's just the stupid edges that things are weird at. It is making the entire, like the flat bits are smoothing out, and that's what I wanted. But yeah, where the edges of those circles are gross. And this is working way better than whatever mess I was doing last episode with the plateau tool. See, I'm learning. It's a learning experience. Success. That's all that really matters in this, is the learning experience. Maybe I'll be able to fix this with this tool. The problem is it's going to lower everything, as you just saw. Okay, it's definitely different looking. I don't know which one. I might convert this to this. I like this better than this. I don't know. I might keep it. You know, maybe I'll add a third one somewhere, so it's not like it's not supposed to look even. Maybe I'll do that. First thing I need to do though is this height. Show it. There we go. Lower this to about there-ish. That's a good spot. Okay. Then we go to island. Let's lower that to 14. Yeah, 14. And we're just going to add a bunch of land there. Some land over here. See, now I've just moved it down a little bit. Fixed it. I'm not going to do that for every single one of these things. Put that back up again. Lower the grid again to about there. Is that a good spot? I think that's a good spot. And as I've mentioned before, there probably might be an easier way to do this, but learning as I go. So this is the way I'm doing it. You can learn from my mistakes, come up with your own methods of how to build maps. If they make a lot more sense, feel free to share them in the description. You can't control the description. Comments, that's your domain. And I will look at them and read them and consider them, because you might just be doing something way smarter than what I'm doing that I never even thought of. Smooth. Okay. So everything looks kind of like a mess. Well, everything is kind of a mess. Smooth that out. See, my mouse just disappears sometimes. There it is. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, I probably should have done something a little different there. I don't know how I feel about this side. I feel like it worked out, like... It's a lot rougher looking than the other side, but I also did a lot more work on this side than the other side. Like this, getting it to look this smooth and nice, I also messed up here, but that's an easy fix. It took a while to do this, as I ruined it completely. But now look at it. I do that, and then it's pretty much clean all the way down, except for right there and there. I guess maybe I just have to run the smooth tool over this repeatedly to get it to look nicer. This side's also a lot thicker than that side. But the edges look weird. And that's because I used the island tool and not the elevation tool. But the smoothness of the hill is pretty good. It's just the outside bits that look weird. See, then I don't know, like, should I keep it? Because it adds, like, character. That's the word I'm looking for. It adds character to the hill. And I might be able to make it look decent. I'm not sure. This is all new to me. Like, right here is just gross. But if I do this... Character! Alright, no, I need to do something about this. I don't know what, though. Hold on. Get the island back out. Grid. Elevate it to there. See if we can't do something with this mess that I've made. What if I just get... Oh, that's an issue. And now I need to fix the bottom before I even consider fixing... You know what? I'm going to get rid of this. Kind of wish I wouldn't put a hole in the middle of the place, but what are you going to do? So we do that. Okay. That looks better. I'm glad I remembered these numbers or wrote them down. Because if I didn't, I'd be guessing, and then the ground would be slightly off. That's what happened with the last map I did. The walls map, I ended up using the grid camera to lay flat bits out. And then I couldn't remember the exact heights, and then it was slightly off, and I had to redo the entire map in the new height. Because it would have annoyed me. Good times. Okay. So we just have this little area here that could use a little bit more work. And then right here. And then for the most part, maybe down here a little bit. It's working. We're getting there. So we'll go there first. Put a little bit of island there. Don't know how well it's going to work. Then we're going to go down to... I keep on lowering the size, thinking it's the grid slider. It's not the grid slider. To about there. Terrain. Island. That should look better. Okay. Smooth. Maybe this is a little too much. Let's go down to 30. Just so I can control it a little better. I might need more land over here. But it is smoothing out, and that's what I wanted. You know, I might just keep that. Instead of being crazy about trying to make it exactly even. Leave it with the character. The character of a weird kind of thing there. Just put boulders there, trees there. I don't know. We'll figure something out. We shall figure something out. Smooth this. Yeah, whenever it gets close to the edge, it acts weird, but it's because it's trying to smooth into the edge. Let's up that back to 100. Go down this way. I mean, this is really smooth. Somebody said in the comments last video talking about how there's a chance the Bricktrons are just going to dig up, and I fully expect that might happen. This map is kind of an experiment. I want to see how effective the choke points of, like, if bridges are your choke points. I want to see how effective they are. And that's essentially what this map's going to be testing when I do the series in it. And what I think's going to happen is, or a good chance of happening, is there's going to be so many Bricktrons at a certain point that even if the bridges are open, they're still going to be like, okay, it's going to take too long to funnel all the Bricktrons through, and they're going to try digging up this mountain. And then at that point, what do you do as a player? And that's what I want to experience firsthand. So that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. The edge here is just so ugly. I never thought I'd actually like this side, but I like this side more than this side, I think. This side just looks so rough. Which is weird because we use circles to make it. I mean, I could always just eat away at the side here. I can do that, duh. We'll just lower to... Oh, I'm going to try something. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it. Go back down to this height. And we'll just smooth it out with control. Look at that! It worked! Wow. Okay. I am getting rid of a chunk of the land bridge here, or the ramp. But that is okay with me. because that looks way better than what I just had. Wow, I'm happy. Okay, so now I just need to fill this in. Watch out for the edge there. Don't want to get rid of too much more. You know, I probably could have just... I didn't even have to delete it. I could just use this tool and it gets rid of it for me. Okay. I'm learning. Yay. So this ramp is pretty much done now. That went much quicker than the previous episode doing the other ramp. I don't know if I want to try making this one better or not. I don't know. Should I? I can do one of two things here. I can build another ramp like somewhere over here. Or I can make this one look more like this one. No guarantees it's going to, mind you. But let me know what I should do in the comments. It's going to be strange either way, because this is where I wanted to do the other thing. The pillars of land. That's what I wanted to do here. I do not know. I think I need to wait. But I don't know. Okay, no, we're doing it. I'm just going to shut up and we're going to do it. So I need island tool. I need the grid to be at 100 and it needs to be less. See, again, I don't know the distances with these bridges and what they can do. And if I mess this up, I'm going to need to redo like the entire map. I don't know the height differences and the distance these bridges can be, and that's what I was talking about. I might be able to look it up, but I have not done that. Alright, so size 20. How far away can I be? Is that too far? That looks like it's going to work. So we'll give a little bit of land here. And if it doesn't work, back to the drawing board. Okay. So then I want to lower it a little bit more. Too much. Probably about there. It is going to take a little while to get down to the ground. Should be weird. It should be weird. Terrain. Island. And I am going to have to, I'm just going to expand the bottom island out. Because we're going to need a lot more room. 127. There. Okay. Where is my... There it is. I kind of wish you could do bigger than 20. See, I don't know what this is. Don't create, don't lower, don't raise. Oh, I think I get this. Hold on. I'm going to save before doing this. I'm probably going to wrap this one up shortly because I need to know what I should do with these edges here. Should I just make a third one and keep this one looking weird or try to make this one look like this one? No guarantees with either of those plans. Just being real. Alright, but it's a good start. I'm pleased with how this is turning out. Kind of. I might even put more land up here because look how much we got rid of with this. I have no idea. I might just do that. I might just make this try to look like this and I'll give myself more land over here to make that happen. But I will still read your comments, so let me know what you think. One more thing I want to try here. I'm going to save again real quick. Just going to update the picture so I know. Save. Okay. And then I wanted to test island, so I don't lower. Okay, so it's down here. That's what it does. So I could probably do this then. Possibly. Yup. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So now it will take care, or make land on the ground. And it's not putting holes in this top bit. Okay, that's going to be very helpful in the future. I'm glad I figured that one out. Okay, gonna end this one here though. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to leave your suggestions in the comments. Leave a like, share the video if you enjoyed. They help it a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time.